What is going on, everybody? Welcome into a new episode of Train Simulator 2021 on the channel. Today, this is technically just going to be the background noise while I discuss some major Class 1 railroad news that broke last night while I was scrolling through TikTok for frickin' 5 hours. But that's besides the point. It does involve the railroad that we are driving today. We are on Searchlight Simulations Canadian Pacific AC4400 CW, which you can get off the Steam Workshop, not the Steam Workshop, Train Simulator, their store page, or you can get it off the Searchlight Simulations webpage as well. I believe it is $40. It is the best locomotive in the market, don't care who you are. Best North American locomotive ever made for the game. Anywho, we're gonna hop right on in, get the cab set, get the engine set up, and we're gonna talk about this. So Canadian Pacific has thrown I don't want to say a curveball, but kind of a curveball. They are in talks. Nothing's official yet, but they are in talks to acquire the Kansas City Southern for $25 billion. That is the major news that broke last night, is that CP is looking to buy Kansas City Southern, which honestly kind of makes sense to me, but a lot of people are like, no, it's never gonna happen. The STB's never gonna allow it. Yada 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 yada. My honest opinion, I think it's gonna happen. I think the STB is gonna allow it. And I think we're going to see CP and KCS merge next year, because it won't happen until 2022 at the earliest. So, I have the Trains magazine article pulled up. We'll go ahead and get underway here. Currently, right now, CP and KCS are the two smallest Class 1 railroads in North America. CP at 12,500 miles and KCS at 6,700 miles. So combined, that'll put them just roughly over 18,000 miles combined. Whereas CN is would be 200 miles bigger. So this kind of feels like a CP thing to do to compete more with Canadian National, because Canadian National had bought the Illinois Central, I think, in '98. Or 2002, one of the two, I don't remember. This gives CP more of a threat against CN, because they now have coast-to-coast service between Canada and Mexico. And I know I'm kind of going to be all over the place with this, but I feel like this is going to be pretty good for CP if this actually goes through. The railroads only have one interchange location, which is in Kansas City, which is probably going to help CP out when winning over the U.S. Regulators, because the less interchange points you have, I don't know, I guess the better off you are. They don't think you're trying to pull a fast one on them or whatnot. KCS is also exempt from the STB's Class 1 merger rules, probably because KCS runs into Mexico or some shit. I don't know. I guess that's what that's about. But yeah, the deal is gonna go down for crap. We could get moving. The deal is gonna go down for about $25 billion, but KCS has about $4 billion worth of debt, so it's actually going to go down for about $29 billion. I feel like this is going to be good. CP's going to extend its reach into Mexico, so instead of handing grain trains that come from Canada off to the KCS at Kansas City, CP's just going to move them faster and get them down to Mexico quicker, which is going to help customer relations out a bunch, I would imagine. And they're also tapping in to a new market. They're already talking about doing intermodal service from Dallas to Chicago, so that would put intermodal service back on the X2 line trackage through Iowa and Illinois, I would imagine. So that'd be pretty cool to see. It also gives CP access to dozens of the ports on the Gulf of Mexico that KCS and KCS de Mexico serve. It's also so CP has access from the Pacific coast, from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean, and from the northern regions of Canada down to frickin' Mexico now. They will if this gets approved, which I imagine it will. And that's just ridiculous to think about, that a railroad could be that large and span 3 countries. I don't know, it's crazy. I think this is going to be good for CP. I really think this is going to be good for them. So we're just going to be on a short run today. We're on the Marias Pass today. We're just going to run from Whitefish probably down to Kalispell. We'll take the Kalispell sub. I'm not too concerned about it. I mainly wanted to talk about the CP KCS merger. As I scroll through this article, this one I feel like they need to tweak a little bit. The proposed name for the company is going to be Canadian Pacific Kansas City, and will be based in Calgary. I personally think Canadian Pacific Southern kind of, I don't know, CPS sounds a little better than Canadian Pacific Kansas City. I don't know if that's just me or what, but Canadian Pacific Kansas City doesn't really have a nice ring to it. And I'm sure that's probably isn't going to actually happen. This is just the very, very, very early reports of what the name of the company is going to be. I don't know. But it will be based in Calgary with CP CEO Keith Creel at the helm of it, who just extended his contract through 2026. Kansas City, which is the current home of Kansas City Southern, obviously, will serve as the U.S. headquarters for the CP in America and KCS. And then KCS's Mexico headquarters will remain in Mexico City. So, looks like they're trying to keep everything kind of the same, except CP's Minneapolis offices will be moving to Kansas City, it appears. But CP put in quotations, will remain an important base of operations. So they're obviously going to keep the yards.
Do you want, I have some other couple things from Target. Do you want to know? Coke?
So they're obviously going to keep the yards and stuff there, but I guess all of their headquarters and stuff and offices will be moving to Kansas City. Yeah, so it says CP and KCS will remain the smallest Class 1 by revenue dollars, but at 19,200 miles, CP and KCS will be roughly the size of CN's 19,500 mile system. So, yeah, I feel like this is a quick way for them to compete with CN and improve customer quality, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had from the article. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think it's kind of a good move for both roads, mainly CP. It's just going to bring more business in for Canadian Pacific. I can see some of the other class 1s maybe having a problem with it. I don't know. I won't be shocked, because every merger we've tried to have since 2001 has pretty much gotten shot down because all the other railroads complained about it. So I guess we'll see. If this does go through, this would be the third merger in the last 2 years, because we had CP taking over the Central Maine and Quebec last year. We got CSX taking over the Pan Am, which I still not a huge fan of, but whatever. And now you got possibly CP taking over Kansas City Southern. So it's some interesting times in the railroad world right now. Now this, I've seen a lot of this on Facebook, where people are sparking debate as to whether what other class 1s are going to merge now. And honestly, I don't see it right now. I don't see any other class 1s merging. I don't know, it just, I don't see it. It wouldn't make much sense to unify the remaining, what is it, 6 class 1s or whatever the hell it is now. I don't know. I don't personally see it. Anywho, we're gonna move on from the talks for a little bit. This is the first time I've showcased the AC44. Here's the cab. It's a nice locomotive. Very nice locomotive. Pretty much everything in this engine works. So like, you can press all these menu buttons. Well, you're supposed to be able to. See, you can make your screen brighter. You can do all this. Yeah, this engine's really cool. You can use the radio. I don't feel like we're going to be breaking any speed records today. Now here's the conductor's side look at things. That's funny. Everything on this back control panel works. You can do load tests and all that good jazz. This might get loud, you might not be able to hear me. Oh, never mind. Where is it? Here it is. And I think you open it right here. There you go. You can open the frickin' doors. I don't know. This engine's just really cool. So yeah, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on if you guys think this merger is going to happen, or do you think the STB is going to shoot it down? Whoever, the FCC or ICC, whoever the hell it is, do you guys think they're going to turn it down? I want to hear your thoughts on this, because this is certainly going to be the talk of 2021 in the railroading world. I can guarantee it. But I must give credit where credit's due to CP's CEO, Keith Creel. I think he's done a pretty damn good job of expanding the business. The acquisition of the CMQ, and now possibly the acquisition of KCS, and of all the other stuff he's done, I think he's done a pretty good job after taking over for Hunter Harrison, I must admit. Let's see. It's 70, but we're going to have to slow down up here anywho, because we're going to be taking the Kalispell sub. Yeah, we'll run down the Kalispell sub. We'll his for a little bit. Just kind of show off the AC44 a little more. Yeah, I hope y'all are having a good Sunday. Plans, might have a double upload today. I'm gonna upload this video as soon as I get it done, because this is some hot railroad news. And then I'm supposed to have another video I already had planned to upload this afternoon. And I might just upload it as well. And you guys might get a double upload today. We'll see. Spring is finally upon us. Yesterday at 4 a.m. Spring equinox occurred, so it is now officially spring. So that'll be nice. Coming up to a crossing here, we'll go ahead and notch it up to notch 7. I must admit, Searchlight Simulations did a hell of a good job on this engine. It's just so good. So people might think, oh, $35, that's a little ridiculous for a single engine. Well, you're sort of seeing it firsthand. This engine, hands down, the best engine in the game. European or North American, I don't care. It's the best. And since I don't have dynamic lighting on, because it eats my frames, especially with using this, there's some functions that don't even work. Like your alerter over here in this top corner, all the lights light up when the alerter starts going off. Let's see. Still not lined onto it yet. You can do self-loads. The engine runs like you're actually running an AC44. All of the screens work. Everything works. It's just the best engine out there. The light switch actually works. Because I don't have dynamic lighting on, it probably won't actually work. The hot plate technically works. I think they have an animation for it. You bounce around with the air ride seats. This is just one awesome locomotive, and I really wish I'd use it more. This EOT dump work, this is the EOT dump, yeah, this is the EOT dump. If we had an actual Searchlight Simulations full train, you could actually dump the EOT, which is pretty cool. That's the only locomotive in the game that does that. This is the switch we're waiting on to get lined to, so we can. Well, we're coming up to Columbia Falls, so we should be getting close. Alright, we are getting close now. So go ahead and start backing off the throttle. Alright. Now line past. Alright. Line down the Kalispell sub. No, we definitely gotta start slowing down. Because the switches are right here. Well, I'm supposed to be doing 20 on it. Oh well. Alright, we should be good. Just kind of keep an eye on this, just to make sure. No. Okay, now we're good. The hell just happened? Oh, PCS just got triggered. Whoops. Alright, well. I guess that works. So let me know what you guys think in the comments on what your opinions on the CP KCS possible merger is. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Tell me what you guys think. I want to have discussions. Nice discussions. I want nice discussion. If you guys liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. And hit the little bell icon right next to it so you get notified each time that I upload, guys. Until next time, take care.